What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to DLF. I am your host, Justin. Today, we are talking James Robinson and Travis Etienne start or sit for week 5, right? This is not our typical start-sit videos. You guys know that. Like I said yesterday, we're doing quick hitters. We got 5 of these videos coming out. This one, like I said, James Robinson, Travis Etienne. Before we jump in, if you like what we're doing, guys, subscribe to the channel. Questions, comments, start-sit stuff, right? Drop it down below. If you like it and you like the advice, hit the like button too, right? Why not? All right, let's get into it. We're first going to touch on James Robinson because he has been, much to my dismay, my dislike, whatever you want to call it, he's been the RB1 and by a wide margin, right? Obviously, last week was the first time James Robinson really busted, right? He didn't have a big run. He didn't find the end zone. And he basically split carries dead even with Travis Etienne. Now, he gets the Houston Texans, who have objectively been terrible. I mean, just their defense cannot stop the run. They're allowing over 32 points a game to the running backs. They allow the most rushing yards in the NFL. And basically, right, the Jags are heavy favorites. They should, by Vegas's account, win pretty comfortably and be able to run the ball. That's the biggest thing here, right? If they're not playing catch-up, if they are comfortable with a lead, the weather doesn't suck like it did in Philly, well then, James Robinson could see 15 to 20 carries, and against this Houston defense, that could legitimately turn into 100 to 150 yards and a touchdown. And again, right, he's not a main pass catcher on this team. He's running fewer routes than Travis Etienne. But there's still some receiving upside, right? He's good for 2 to 3 targets a week, probably. That's the appeal. But basically, based on game script, usage, matchup, James Robinson's a top 15 running back for me. He is a guy I am very high on. I'm going to play him over, another running back in this game. Dameon Pierce, Josh Jacobs, Miles Sanders, right? A lot of guys who have been objectively pretty good, especially last week. But I'm going to go back to Robinson. The matchup lends itself to James Robinson being used, at a pretty high clip here. I'm in on James Robinson this week. Now, let's jump over to Travis Etienne, right? The other side, the unfortunate bust I was all in on, and here we are. He also gets the Houston Texans in this matchup. That's good news. The question mark, and it has been basically every week, is does he get the volume, right? Is that split here to stay? I don't think it is, right? I believe Robinson's going to now carry, and like he has most of the season, more snaps than Travis Etienne, more rushes. But the pass catching upside, right, that still lives with Travis Etienne. They are top 4 in targets allowed to the running back right now. That is Houston. Running backs are feasting through the air, and that could pan out well for Travis Etienne. And again, he can easily, break runs just like James Robinson can, right? It's the same matchup, same crappy defense. But again, it's the question mark with the workload. There's no way you can really trust him. To me, he's a borderline top 30 running back. In deep Dynasty leagues, maybe you're starting him, maybe he's a flex. But I don't want him really in my lineup, even with all the positive, right? Everything good that I just laid out. I'm not really in. I need to see him produce, and he hasn't done that, this season, obviously, really his first season in his career. So I'm not going to trust him, right? Again, now if this split looks to be going back to 50-50 for carries, he's winning the receiving work, then maybe week 6 is when you start throwing Etienne into your lineup, hoping he pops. But this is not the week to do it, even with the matchup. Have him prove out production first. I'm fine missing his first big game because it's just going to indicate, right, the next one's around the corner, hopefully. All right, guys, that is all I have for you. Again, if you like what we're doing, subscribe. If you have questions, comments, drop it down below. As always, thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.